G'day guys, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really awesome gummy bear scene in Blender 2.8 free. We're going to be using the Eevee render engine, and you can see this is the scene. We're going to be doing a rigid body simulation. Really simple to set up, nothing complicated. I hope you guys like it. Let's get started. Okay, so if a brand new scene opened up in Blender 2.8 free, what we're going to do is select our camera and delete it, and also the lamp in our scene. And we're going to be using our default cube here to make our gummy bear. So go to our top orthographic view by hitting 7 on the number pad, tab into edit mode, go to the face select, and then what we're going to do is grab this guy here, this face. We're going to go to our top view, go E to extrude roughly to here, and then E to extrude again. So it should look like we have 3 of these cubes. It doesn't have to be exact. Then we're going to come here, grab this face and go E to extrude. We're going to extrude it to about here and then go S to scale it in a bit. Then we're going to do the same thing. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Randomness is really good for this. Just do the same thing, and then also here. Just like that. It doesn't have to be exact at all. Just roughly like that, and then grab all these faces holding in shift so you can select them all at the same time, and then G, Z, and just drag them down to about here. So you should have something that looks like this. Then we're going to go in here, go Control R to add in a loop cut, double G to slide it, Control R to add in another loop cut, double G and slide it, and then just holding in Shift and Alt, select this loop here and hit S to scale it in, like that. And then just go G, Z and bring this down. So you should have something like this. Then you're going to go Control R to add in a loop cut, double G, slide it down to here. And we should have this. So if we go to our modifiers tab here, we go add modifiers and we add a subdivision surface, tab out of edit mode. Here we have our gummy bear thing. And we can totally work on it a little bit more if you wanted to make yours look a bit more realistic. I'm just going to keep it simple for this tutorial. Maybe just grab these guys, pull them out. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for my tutorial. Then I'm just going to go to my modifier, subdivision surface modifier here, and just apply this. I want to apply it. It's just going to make things a bit quicker in our simulation. Grab the object here, and I'm going to also just enable shade smooth. And with that done, I'm going to also add a subdivision surface, and I'm just going to make the viewport 0, but I'm going to make the render 1 like that. And then with that done, we can make our box here that we're going to do our simulation in. So go Shift A, Mesh, we're going to add a cube. We're going to go S5 to scale it up 5 times and hit enter. Go to our front orthographic view, tab into edit mode and go G, Z to move it up to the red line here. Doesn't have to be exact. Then go to our, if we're still in face select mode, select this top face, go G, Z just to bring it down to about here, and then X and delete that face. So we're going to have a box like this, and with this box still selected, go Control A and apply the scale. This is very important, so make sure you apply the scale. Then we're going to grab our candy gummy bear thingy here, G, Z, bring it up to about here, and then S to scale it, and we're going to scale it to about here. So about this size here, maybe even a bit smaller, like that. And then what we're going to do is go Control A and we're going to apply the scale. That's very important. Now grab our box here again and just tab into edit mode. And what we can do to make this a little bit easier, so we don't have to waste simulation, is make it more the shape of our camera. So A to select all of these vertices, and then S, and then Y, and just scale it in a bit. Okay, tab out of edit mode, and in our top orthographic view, go Shift A and just add a camera. Hit 0 to go into the camera view, and then G and the middle mouse wheel, pull back till we get something like this. Okay, so we have a camera up there, and it's about the same size as our box here. And the reason we're doing that is we don't want a simulation all over the place. That's just going to be wasting CPU, memory and stuff. So let's just keep it as small as possible. So I think at the moment, this gummy bear might be a bit too big, but that's because it's close to the camera. So I'm just going to move it down to about here just to see. Okay, yeah, that's the right size. So just leave it at that size. That's good. So what we're going to do here is now set up our physics. So with our gummy bear here still selected, go to our rigid body settings here, or our physics, add a rigid body. Just leave the type on active. We're going to make the massive at 0.1, And go down here to shape and make sure you set this to mesh. We don't want that shape to be convex hull, otherwise it's going to be, the animations can be quicker but not as accurate. So make sure you set that to mesh. And with that done, just go to your top view, go to wireframe, just move this guy about here, and then Shift D X, move it over here, and then Control R to duplicate that action. And then just grab all these guys, holding in Shift D, Y, move it up, and then Control R to repeat that action. So we should have all of these guys up here like so. I'm just going to grab this box for now and hide it. B, box select all of these guys. G, Z, bring them down a bit, and then Shift D, Z, and duplicate them up. Then we're going to go Shift R to repeat that action a few more times. So that's how many I'm going to be making, about that many, like that. And they all now have, because we duplicated them from the original one, they all have those physics settings on them. So go Alt H to unhide our box here. And what we're going to do is add a rigid body to that. So go rigid body, and we're going to make the type passive so it doesn't fall through our scene. And we're going to come here, and very important, we're going to also make this one mesh. So if we go and make sure we're in our first frame, so click on this little tab here if it's not in the first frame, that's very important. We're going to hit our play button, and our animation should now start to play, our physics simulation. Okay, so here you can see, if we go into our camera view, here we have all of our jelly babies and with the rigid body effect applied, all doing their thing. That was really easy to set up, and we can now get into our materials and our lighting and just make this scene really pop and stand out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go to our render settings. Just make sure we're in Eevee render, enable your ambient occlusion, also enable screen space reflections, and just enable the refraction under here as well. With that done, we can go to our front orthographic view, go Shift A, we're going to add a light and add an area light. G to move it up here, just rotate it a bit. Go to your light settings, we're going to make the size of it 15, and we're going to make the power 6000. Hit enter. So we now have our renderer set up and our lighting and our scene. We've got our camera here, so select the camera, hit 0 to go into camera view, and we can now start making the gummy material. Now, we're going to be using one material in all of these, but because we made our gummy bear out of our default cube, that already by default had a material applied to us. So because we duplicated this guy, all of them have that same material. So it doesn't matter which one you click on. So it's got this material. So let's just call it gummy and hit enter. So we know what material it is. Doesn't matter which one of these guys you select because they all have that same material. And then we're going to go to our shading and just hit 0 to go into the camera view. And you can see here by default, Blender has given us the principled BSDF shader. So what we're going to do is add a few more things into here and make this look really cool. The first thing we're going to do is Shift A, search, and we're going to get this really awesome node called a object data node. So type in object and then grab the object. Sorry, it's the object info, not the object data. So the object info node, put it roughly about here. Then what we're going to do is get a color ramp node. So Shift A, search, and we're going to get a color ramp node. We're going to put the color ramp node in front of this object info node. And we're going to take the random, plug it into the factor here, and we're going to take the color and plug it into the base color of our principled BSDF shader. Now we're going to come here and make this type constant instead of linear. We're going to grab the first little slider here, click on the color, and we're going to make the color blue like this. Now once again, this is definitely a personal taste thing. You can make the colors whatever you want. Grab this guy in the end, make it pink. These are just the colors I'm going to go with. Then hit create another material here. We're going to make this guy a red color. Oh, I don't think this one on the end did anything. So grab the one in the end again and just make it pink like that. Bring it in a little bit like this. Select this guy and then hit the little plus. And then we just keep adding these little tabs and making them random colors. Can be whatever you want. Let's just make this one a purple. Let's add in another one. Let's make it a green color. So just like this, it's totally, just go ahead, add in these tabs, make as many colors as you want and kind of try and evenly space them apart like this. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. So that is our random color. That's how you add random colors to a scene in Blender. I hope you guys find this little trick useful. I know it's been quite a help to me. So what we're gonna do next is go Shift A. We're gonna search and get a color ramp node again. We're gonna take this guy and we're gonna add some texture to our gummy bears to make him look a little bit better. And then we can go Shift A, search and get a noise texture. Take the color, plug it into the factor here. Shift A, search, and we're gonna get a bump node. So type in bump. Grab the bump node, place it here. Take the color, plug it into the height, and then take this guy here and plug it into normal. And go ahead and give the strength a value of 0.15. Hit enter. And then come over here to your noise texture, and we're gonna make the scale of that 2. And what we're gonna do is go Shift A, search, and get a texture coordinate. Take the texture coordinate node, and we're going to take the object and plug it into the vector of the noise texture. So if we go now to our rendered view, we should see this is what we have so far. You can see we have this gummy looking texture, but what we want to do to make this look even better is add a bit of subsurface scatter. So what we're going to do is come here to our subsurface color, and I'm just going to make this a slightly pink kind of gummy color, and then I'm going to take the subsurf value and I'm going to make it 0.4 and then hit enter. And now we can see we have this subsurface scatter happening with our gummy bears here, and it's making them look a lot more realistic. What we can also do is just go to our world settings and go to our color and just make the color of the world a little bit darker. And that's just going to add a bit more contrast as well to our scene. We can also grab the box that we did the simulation in, go to our materials here, just go new, and we don't even have to do anything here, just make it dark. So I'm just going to make it almost completely black. And here we have our scene. So what you can do now is just go to your render settings and render this image. And you can, if you don't like the results, you can tweak around with things. Okay, so here it is. You guys can see this is the final scene. You can definitely come in here, mess around with some of these settings, you know, make some more colors, mess around with the subsurface slider if you want a bit more of that subsurface scattering and stuff. Totally up to you guys. Make it whatever you want. Yeah. So I hope you guys found this useful. If you did, make something cool, make something better than what I did. Use a HDRI if you want to add some more and just make it look better. Totally up to you. So I'll see you guys for another tutorial. Please like and subscribe.